for Tuesday, presented by Progressive. Absolutely spectacular late February day in Miami, Florida. We're down the road at Coral Gables for the Hurricanes and the #2 Duke Blue Devils. Smiles as wide on program history. They don't just beat teams, they beat you down. And they've scored 99 a game in their last 3. So a major test for a banged up, struggling Miami team. We'll see if the Canes can give Duke a shot to start here. They begin with the ball on this Tuesday night in Coral Gables. No Matthew Cleveland for a second straight game for Miami. They do have Lynn Kidd, who is questionable with the ball right now. Finds A.J. Staten McCray, and his three-pointer off the rim will not go. Grabbed by Con Knippel, and down the floor comes Duke with a starting 5 that we've gotten to know so well. James, Proctor, Knippel, Flagg, and Malawach. A Duke team 24-3, 15-1 in the league. Their lone loss a couple of weeks ago at Clemson. Their other losses this year, Kansas and Kentucky. Con Knippel opens the game with a 3. The dime for Cooper Flagg.
We know what Con Knippel could do. He showed us that. Cooper Flagg recognized Con Knippel hit his first shot. Who does he go right back to? Con Knippel. That's maturity right there.
18 years old with maybe the highest IQ in the nation among basketball players. He hits a 3. By the way, he's a 4.0 student. He misses a deep one, and here comes Proctor. Second best offense in the country for Duke, and a rare turnover here, but Thea anticipated. Back from Ugachukwu, and Duke's so good in transition. Into Kidd, he'll score it over the top.
To be complimentary, but you don't want to floss too much while he's sitting there.
You think he's listening? You think he's paying attention to anything you're saying?
I'm a loud talker, man.
We could ask him right now. Proctor driving, and Proctor's layup is good. First bucket for the junior from Sydney before conference play even started. Knippel fading away, left it short. Offensive rebound to Malawach. Flagg driving. Flagg determined to get to the basket. And there is just about nothing you can do when he...
Stretch run. This is a Final Four national championship level team. You don't want any distractions. You don't want it to be about anything other than this team and their potential right now. For Miami, that information coming out certainly.
1,000 career points. Congratulations to the junior for hitting that milestone. Staten McCray, who hit 1,000 on Saturday, has it back, defended by Flagg, and Gungba intercepts the pass. Down the floor with Flagg, a bobble, and then a finish.
Wow. The body control, up with the right, finish with the left. I gotta stop saying wow, but at the same time, like, it's deserved.
That's 6 assists on 6 field goals and a 15-2 Duke lead. Flagg gambles, Ugachukwu into Gungba. There's a foul.
It does remind me of that Anthony Davis national championship team where you have a young group who is...
Freshman Divine Ugachukwu thought he might be a redshirt. Schwartz off the bench. Paul Jobé as well, sophomore from France. Schwartz misses a 3. Batted around by Kyrie Huey and kept alive for a Jobé finish. Duke with 3 freshmen on the floor right now, a sophomore and a senior in James. Here's Foster driving and spins it home eventually. Like waiting for Godot with that. The resignation of their head coach, Jim Larrañaga.
I think it's also just a reminder, we talk about the reality of college basketball, that it's year to year in so many ways. I mean, you see the banner 2023, that was just 2 years ago. This is a Final Four team. And now you're just fighting for relevance around free agency, whatever you want to call it. You know, guys playing at 4 different schools, going to the portal. The second things don't work out, asking for more money if they do. Winning is fragile in college basketball these days.
Ugachukwu scoops it inside. There's the finish for Kyrie Huey. Someplace else. That was from Jim Larrañaga's final press conference here.
And you can't fault kids for it, so let's not say it should be any other way. It just is what it is, and you've got to navigate the new challenges and hope that at some point there's some form of stability that gives you at least a framework or guidelines or boundaries that allow you to establish a system that works going forward.
Well, Bethia's three makes it an 8-point game, and Evans' three answers to balloon the lead back to 11. Best three-point shooter at 46%. Freshman Ugachukwu with the freshman Schwartz. Very skilled shooter as well. Evans stopped that one. Bethia hoists it and scores it with a little glance down at the Duke bench.
I don't know if you want to take it that far.
I didn't know if he thought the shot clock was about to expire. He got that thing up quickly.
Well, had he not, he wouldn't have gotten the shot off because they closed hard.
Wow. Oh, Evans! Freshman for freshman, 3 for 3, punch for punch on
the 5 guys on the floor. Evans is, I'm telling you, if you're not there, he's chucking, and I love every bit of it. He's the kind of guy that if he gets into the game and he's hitting, great, keep feeding. If it's not, so
grow as an all-around player. Defensively, he's picked up things, and you saw him.
That was almost a really good possession offensively. There were so many good things, even some interior post passing, and then Malawacz just wipes it all away.
7-2 eraser. Evans.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Isaiah Evans with a look at them.
Figure out how to do it.
Proctor smacks that away back to Ugachukwu. You know you were a good player in high school when your jersey's retired and you're a college freshman. That's Isaiah Evans. Bethia looking for a third three. He's got it.
Now and the challenges they face. I mean, they're like young professionals, quite literally.
We're not going to use the cliche they're not freshmen anymore, which every coach loves to say once the season gets to February. But they've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Kidd scores it. Lynn Kidd with his second bucket.
They're still freshmen because they haven't played in the postseason, and there's nothing like what it takes with short prep to figure out who you are in a postseason situation, win or go home situation.
Nice drive by Knipple. Duke is 12 for 16. They have not
so good on the defensive end. You cover so much ground. It's hard. You have to go ahead and turn around and create your own rhythm offensively. Look, Syracuse had to do that with their zone.
Proctor pops it out of the air, gets it back from Knipple, and leans in to draw a foul on Bethia.
Because of the strength of your defense. Hope that makes sense.
Mark Sears back-to-back 30-point games for the Crimson Tide. Another one of the most fun teams to watch.
Get excited about.
If the ACC you want to get excited about, no guarantees the SEC will be as good next year.
No, no, like ACC's going to be better.
Kidd spinning and flushing. Lynn Kidd has 6.
Just go out and compete. Give yourselves a chance. Make plays.
Evans, not sure what happened there. Maybe Joe Bay got a hand in there. He didn't have the grip. And Bethia lays it in. He's into double figures.
It's the second time Evans has lost the ball on the way up.
Down the floor to Gungba. Got set. Kidd was in position. Gungba gets his miss. And Kidd just bear hugs him as Gungba rolls it home.
That's a timeout foul. You know that, right? That's like, I need a break foul. You just kind of wrap powered through it. Everybody who's played at the YMCA knows your coach.
Oh, that would have been a great combination.
He never would have let me do it either.
Proctor, great bounce pass from Flagg.
Oh, God.
And Flagg follows after the rejection.
To his point, though, the guy that's willing to help up, you got to play 30 feet out. When you have so many other weapons on the floor, I just think Isaiah Evans makes everybody else's game easier with the space he creates on the floor.
Gungba got position early on Bethia, who commits a foul. His second.
Lynn Kidd was going to play it all. And they're competing. That's all you can ask. It is just get out your first pick of the draft and all that stuff. But they also appreciate the fact that their team is completely say shot clock violation. At least it's not a turnover.
I mean, technically it's turnover, but I get what you're saying.
Whatever.
Evans, Evans drills it. His 4th-3 of the first half.
So you watch that shot go down. Now,
threes are getting deeper and deeper for Miami. Ugachukwu with another offensive rebound. Canes have 11 of those. Joe Bay, and he got hit from behind there by Cooper Flast. 5 halves he's played. 12 for 16 from 3. Free throw's good. Snaps a 10-0 Duke run by Joe Bay. Says the impact just the space they take up, the attention that defenses have to pay him?
Yes. Look, it almost makes it to the point where you can play 4-on-4. Oh, boy.
Gosh, they are giving this guy great look from three. Duke's now 8 for 13 from out there. They're up to 15th in the country in three-point percentage. That number is going to jump after tonight. Schwartz hoists. Schwartz hits.
I think you look at those numbers for Duke, though, and you understand they get high percentage looks, and they have a good rhythm into their shot because of the playmakers all over the floor.
Now, this is really smart.
Oh,
Duke
wow.
is so good going 2 for 1 at the end of halves.
Yeah.
They don't get the basket there. Ugachukwu, tough finish. Ended up in the tunnel. So final possession of the half for Duke, and Malawacz is fouled. It'll be a 1-and-1. Schwartz
Also helps you develop rotations that you really like and almost identify new.
They would like to have him back for the ACC tournament.
Yeah, they're confident that when he comes back, it won't take, like the relearning curve isn't too bad.
He's been banged up a couple of times. Gungba missed the first couple of games of the year. A left foot injury that had lingered coming into the season. That's about it. Mason Gillis missed a game with illness. Otherwise, they've been healthy. Hopefully, there's nothing serious with Proctor. And Duke will commit a foul. They had some to give.
Scramble well. They rarely get too far behind the play.
They have one more to give. Schwartz driving it, floating,
Nice.
and scoring. I tell you what, pretty good first half for the freshmen. Bethea and Schwartz near the end of the half, and a couple of baskets.
The cumulative effect of Duke's length, the pressure they put on you with so many weapons on the offensive end, I think that's ultimately what wears teams down.
So James with Evans, Knipple, Flag, and Malawacz, and Sion James didn't take a shot in that first half. Opens the scoring here in the second.
Nice that they get him on that flare screen with a wide open side of the floor and allow him to make a play and be an impact early.
Again, no Matthew Cleveland tonight for Miami. Lynn Kidd, who is questionable, is playing. And Kidd around Malawacz. A fine finish. Who is at the game tonight?
Kevin Love looks great, too. He was in LA when he was a freshman at UCLA. How's he lost weight since his freshman year?
Knipple splashes a three, the ninth for Duke.
Talk about leading scorers.
State McRae wrapped it around for a bad miss by Bethea. Flag driving. Flag fouled. Flag finishes.
Like, if you're going to double players, stop the ball, right? C-man, C-ball. Like, maintain.
Right into a mess. James with a takeaway. Knipple down to Flag. Back to Knipple. Driving. Malawacz. He'll finish. 4 of the 5 Duke players touched the ball on that possession. And Miami will. Saturday, Illinois did not hit a three for 24 minutes. Started the game 0 for 17. Evans 3. And a rare miss. Just a second of the game from 3. Knipple cleans it up and gets fouled.
What do you think about that defensively? They
All the way at NC State Saturday, big win over Wake Forest. They get Syracuse tomorrow.
Carolina State. In terms of the fragility of winning, it's be able to celebrate. Louisville coming back from somewhat obscurity. I mean, frankly, it felt like a circus there for a while.
Foster just into the game, had it stolen by Ugachukwu with a finish. Freshman has been happy to be there. I don't mean that as an insult. 2 teams that would find such joy in the progress they've made. Knipple off the inbound hits a 3.
I think Carolina is a dangerous team. You know,
More between the SEC tournament, NCAA tournament, end of the year.
It is wild.
Here's Foster. And if Tyrese Proctor's going to be out, he's out for the rest of this game. Foster got in at the end of the game, and the Illinois game scored 12 in 7 minutes. Bethea with a tough shot. High pointed by Johnson. Bethea screaming for the ball. Instead, he finds Kidd.
Kidd's an experienced dude. He's played a lot of basketball. That's just going to be too easy. Goodness.
Gungba.
That is.
Huey can't finish. It's a 20-6 run to start the half. And James makes it 22.
Even if I was a Carolina fan, I appreciated greatness, right? Like, just want to watch some of the best play and perform.
And maybe this Duke team is in that rarefied air as Knippel finishes. He's got 15. It's early right now.
Look, it doesn't tell you everything, but it certainly points to something. And that something's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn balanced. And it's probably something that everybody out there would like to replicate if at all possible.
Darren Harris on the floor for the first time with under 11 to play, and a tough shot made by Staten McCray.
Which dictates a lot of what you do and how you do it on the basketball court. And right now, Thea's body language is pretty broken. And I get why.
Malowacz knocked away from him, and Ted Valentine's.
Not just the guys on the floor, too. Guys on the bench.
Back on the free throws here, and Malowacz goes 1 for 2. No Shake Shack for anybody.
That was the loudest.
He's got, if you know, there are missed free throws, you get Shake Shack or Chick-fil-A or Nuggets or
Why
something.
is it always food in this country? How about a headband?
Shout for a headband.
Like,
is that what you want?
I don't know. I'm just saying something. Like, what if it was, hey, 2 shots? It's the idea of getting something for free, Kevin.
Right. If he misses 2 free throws, I could get some fries.
Well, Virginia Tech does a dang slab of bacon.
Staten McCray for 3. Did they?
Yeah,
Slab of bacon?
I think it's like whatever you call a pack of bacon.
27 the lead for Duke. Mason Gillis, pretty quiet game for him. Harris, no. Gillis with a rebound. Cooper bumped, and no shot. He is fouled.
Like Purdue, there's a lot for these. The roster creation is something that is probably the best.
Bits. No headbands. Kid misses. I'm just thinking about what's the funniest possible giveaway. He misses 2 free throws, you get a free gym membership. Knippel with a 3. Duke's 12th of the game.
God, you want to talk about something no one uses.
If he misses 2 free throws, your first week at Planet Fitness is on us.
The judgment-free zone, bro.
Boeing Malowacz deflects it, and a foul against State. There are more and more.
You're an NBA prospect. You're an NBA prospect. It's a great chance to try things too. Look at the length at the top of that zone, though, and just think about passing around that.
I want to see some diamond and 1 in the last 7 minutes. Malowacz flushes. Flag with a fist pump.
In your face, and I think you appreciate the way he plays.
Harris driving, knocked away by Ugachukwu. Bethea, back for Johnson, he'll lay it in.
It's good to keep competing if you're Miami. I mean, I know it sounds like, oh, simple, just go compete. It's harder than you understand when you consider the fact that your entire identity as a student athlete, maybe not everybody, but your entire identity is kind of rooted in what you do and the outcomes you can create on the basketball court. It's tough.
Going by a nice little wraparound.
Yeah.
Reportedly, it's one of the guys on the other sideline, Jay Lucas for Duke. You don't know which of these players are going to come back. Ted Valentine just
saw that.
Okay. Down the floor after getting tripped up.
He just
Johnson up top, and a nice finish by Bethea. There's a highlight for the Hurricanes. Well, Paul Sells on Saturday in the Duke game got tripped up by a fan.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we don't have another referee incident here, injury incident.
Yeah, Ted Valentine going full parkour on us.
Parkour. Gillis banks in a 3. Number 13 for Duke.
Maybe not. Duke can play a little more freely on the offensive end because they trust their ability to defend. The more you trust what you can do on the defensive end, the more you free yourself up to play confidently on offense.
Lynn Kidd, again, battling through injury today. Gutting it out, 14 for Miami. 29 minutes played. I know Bill Courtney really appreciates that Lynn Kidd did the work to get on the floor today. You can see him laboring a bit as the game's gone on. Foster on. Duke's largest lead in ACC play this year. How about that? Kidd. It was 89-54 the first time these teams played, and It'll be 89 here. Those two are going to have a big partner. Boozer twins, Cameron. I'd really like to just get one transfer a year in the future. Now, he may lose half his team in the NBA and need more than
sounds
that.
ideal.
Foster strokes a jumper, and Duke is into 90 again.
Well, maybe what he's saying is, I wish I didn't.
20th, a new season high. And Gillis misses a three. Well, Duke may not get to 100 again tonight. Huey's lob, and Jobay is there to push it back in.
Somewhere along the lines here in the second half, it kind of became a little pickup ball.
Yeah.
And John Shire did the right thing in getting some of his guys out of that game. I said that's when guys get hurt. You got to be careful. Talked earlier about Tyrese Proctor out, left knee injury, has not returned to the bench.
Sheffield for three.
My man behind us, who's been yelling the whole game in favor of Duke, is saying, "Yeah, I don't even know who you are." God bless him.
I don't know if people could hear him. They probably could, based on the fact that he's breaking the Guinness World Record for decibels, 94.58.
Did find out he's an orthopedic surgeon. And another Jersey guy, of course.
That's right. Duke's next game Saturday, Florida State. That'll be an ACC Network night game. Then Wake Forest on Big Monday, and then they go to Carolina in the regular season finale. So fun stretch run for Duke. Gillis is fouled, which is exactly what 2 games where they did trail. They trailed Virginia for a minute 50.
Impossible to be perfect, right? We understand it's not possible to be perfect. It's hard to keep finding ways to improve when you win by 40.
38 in the margin right now. Duke forces a season-high 20 turnovers. There's a rim rocker by Jobay. Pardon his French. 97-60, your final score. Duke averaging 99 a game in the last 3. They get to 97 tonight, and they keep on rolling.